Hey music lovers, it's Mike Cross, teaching you things you should know. So come join me down in the studio.
Even though I haven't seen you for so long, still living in my whole world. I haven't seen you for so long, still my one and only dream boy. I haven't seen you for so long, still living in my whole world. I haven't seen you for so long, still my one and only dream boy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you?
What's up, YouTube? I was mixing this song for my man Kane that he's shooting a video for, and I thought it'd be a good idea to try to mix the song without using professional plugins and see if we can get close to the professional plugins using stock plugins and just free plugins to see if y'all can get this sound. I'm gonna play a little bit of the song for you first, real quick, just in a little bit of the first verse so y'all can hear. This is the completed mix part right here. Here we go.
RC beats on the fucking track.
What a day, what a day. What a day, what a day. Yeah, yeah. What a day, what a day. What a day, what a day. They tell us that the skies is the limit. So we thank God just for living. Everybody saying, what a day, what a day. What a day, what a day. I woke up to some bad news. Just another ghetto blues. At 12 year old was going home. Shot up on the avenue. Papa got laid off, but mama got paid off.
Ooh, that's a lot of delay and stuff. All right, for starters, what I'm gonna go over what plugins I use, what professional plugins I use. Let's start off on the main stereo track. We're mixing off a stereo track right here, and our first plugin that I want to talk about is the Diamond EQ. I can't live without this, man. This thing right here, the preamp, has a nice, pretty saturation sound. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a little bit of saturation for something else and see if I can get the sound. The highs, I didn't go too high. I just bumped up a little bit of highs, a little bit of mids, cut some of that lows out, but I boost up a lot of bass. His lead vocals, I use a free plugin, so that's gonna be a freebie right here. This is a free compressor. This is the best compressor I think that's on the market, especially for the price, free. Then I put the Diamond EQ here. The Diamond EQ preamp, I'm using this on his main vocals. Then his main vocals are going all the way out. On the mix, I'm using another Diamond EQ, and I'm using a lot of native instruments, bus compressor and native instrument EQ. Now, on my main output, I'm using isotope close. Then I use another Diamond EQ, bring it over here. And I'm just using it for more saturation. And basically no EQ or nothing. I was going to try to do some mastering EQ and bump up some things, but I'm not tooting my own horn. But the mix came out so great, I didn't have to use anything. I didn't want to push too much. And last but not least, I'm always using a limiter. Now that jumped up over here. I use a limiter, which is by waves. But what I'm gonna do is my goal for this video right here is to try to get the same. I'm gonna leave everything that's on the master output and see if I can get the music to sound the same, the exact same as the other one. Well, close enough to a pretty sound. Let's get started. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this track. All right, duplicate it, mute this track. So we're gonna be comparing this track to the new track of the music that we made. We're gonna turn the Diamond off, and let's go with the stock EQ from Logic And let's go with a free plugin, which is a saturation knob. And what I'm gonna do is try and figure out how I'm gonna flip back and forth. But anyway. This is the music with absolutely nothing on it, I think. Yeah.
RC beats on the fucking track.
And let's compare that to what the Fountain Mix music only sounded like. I can hear it cutting through a little harder on the highs, and the low is a lot lower. Okay, this is the mixed one. And this is the plain. Actually, you got a bigger. Everything sounds rounder, and it sounds a semi-double. Everything is on a semi-double, so to speak, but everything sounds a lot rounder. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of saturation knob to this track right here. I see already we got to pull down a little bit on our EQ. Nowhere near. Nowhere near, man. Hey, these free plugins sound real hard to my ear. I was hoping I was gonna get a lot closer than that. This is not working out nowhere near what I anticipated, but this is a big difference, man. I was not expecting this. I thought this was gonna be, I can't get in between. So let me. just for the sake of this video, that's the closest I can get. When I put a compressor on it to kind of control the levels a little better, then I'm getting closer to the sound I want. So let's hear it. This is what we have. This is what I mix right here with one EQ. And this is what I tried to get to. That is crazy, man. I can hear the highs, dude. I can hear the highs on that clap. Sound is so pretty with just this one EQ, man. I don't know what else to say, man. I mean, I was expecting that these free plugins with the free saturation knob, it could be used for a lot of stuff, but dude, it's no comparison, man. I mean, I tried, I was thinking that this is what I'll put it to you like this. This is what the pros use. And what makes it so bad is I'm going to take everything off the main EQ, the limiter, the isotope, and everything. I'm going to take everything off and just play the beat by itself and turn everything on one by one and watch what we had. This the beat he had. I lost a little volume, but that's off. So we got saturation from that preamp, and then another saturation for everything from that same preamp, which is this one right here. Here we go. That is. Then we're going to add an isotope in. With a lot of control on it. Isotope will give me a lot of control over it. And on top of that, to make sure my levels don't ever go too crazy. If you're mixing, this is the important tip. Put a limiter, I don't care what plugins you're using, but you want to add a limiter at the end of your chain. And listen to the difference when this limiter comes on. It like help glue everything together and actually stop you from peaking at any kind of way. Brings everything up to like a louder volume, so to speak. That's without it on. Every stage of every plugin that I use, I can hear more professional sound at each click. Every professional on, every time I turn on one of these plugins, it just gives you an overall professional sound, man. And it's incredible, man. Once you tune your ears and train your ears to hear this, watch this. This one plugin. This is the last plugin right here. Okay, now after all that's on there, let's hear with the vocals and everything.
So we thank God just for living. What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day, yeah, yeah. What a day, what a day, yeah. What a day, what a day. They tell us that the skies is the limit, so we thank God just for living. Everybody saying, what a day,
Listen to those vocals. Just for fun, my last note, man, one of my secret weapons I use. You hear all that at the end? Stacking the vocals, man. I've been talking about this in all the reaction videos and stuff that we're doing. I wanted to leave that one open. This stuff did not work like I thought it was, y'all, so I apologize on that. The saturation knob, I was using it and playing with it, and I was like, it's kind of tight for a free plug-in, but it just didn't cut the mustard, man.
up on the avenue. Papa.
I'm looking at how much I poured down to negative 1.2 on the threshold, ceiling at 0. Always do 0, man. People teaching y'all, man, how to mix and with your output to be a couple of levels dB lower. You don't need that, man. Come on. You ain't gonna do nothing but go to YouTube or do something on the internet, Spotify, whatever. Selling the beats or whatever. Nobody's going to movies and stuff like that. And if you go into a movie, then you want to leave some headroom. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, no more than 3, maybe. If I'm hitting this threshold to get the sound that I need, and this thing is swinging all the way over here close to -6, my mix is not right. My mix is not right. If I can't get the sound before I get 3 at the most, 4, I might be able to live with 4 if I got a song that's going up and down and stuff. But on your limiter, use it very sparingly, so to speak, you know.
So we thank God just for living. Everybody saying, what a day, what a day, yeah. What a day, what a day. I woke up to some bad news.
Y'all hear that sound, that little high-end sound? Okay, on my next video, I'm going to be talking about how I stack the vocals, how the vocals are stacked, and what we're using on the vocals to get this type of sound. All right. Y'all, thanks a lot. If you want to see the whole video in its entirety, go to the Music Recording Network live. We stream everything live, so you can see all my mistakes and see the whole thing from beginning to end when we start mixing and all that good stuff. Thanks a lot. Hey, until the next time, peace out.
So we thank God just for living. Everybody saying, what a day, what a day, yeah. What a day, what